All right. So welcome to another awesome episode of the Ash Cash Show. Every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcashshow.com to subscribe to our podcast. Please go to ashcashtv.com to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in, tuning in. It is Monday, new week, new opportunity to do it better than before. So salute. Salute to everybody. I know somebody just asked about my hand. So my hand is healing up pretty nicely, if y'all see. So like last week, I had did the unthinkable. I was in my weight release journey. And so I have a dog. I got a Rottweiler. And it's a puppy. It's big, but it's small. So she's still kind of wild. Like she still be running around, and so I thought I should have just ran with her. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I was just trying to kill two birds with one stone. And so I jumped on the bike, and I was going up the hill. She was pulling me, but I was like, all right, you know what? When we go down the hill, I think we'll be good. Long story short, she was out. And I think it was my nervousness, and I might have pressed the wrong brake. I might have pressed the front brakes instead of the back brakes, and then I tumbled over. Like, so imagine a guy 6'3", 280 something pounds, I flipped over, and I thought you're right. I thought I could walk my dog on a bike. Facts of that. And so I skid and slid my whole hand. But it's getting better though. So if y'all saw it last week, the skin, I took the skin off. I've been treating it every day. So it's getting better. So salute there. But yeah, so now we had a space now. It's overtime. You know what I'm saying? So like, if anybody has heard my journey, I've put on a lot. I put on a lot of weight. Just the grind and everything like that. And so between November of last year and now, I've released 65 pounds. And so I'm very careful about my words, right? So I didn't lose weight. So I didn't lose weight. I released it because, at the end of the day, it wasn't mine to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't mine to begin with. And so I released it. So I released 65 pounds, which I'm at like 289 or something like that right now. And then my goal, I mean, honestly, I used to have a weight goal, but I really just have a body image goal. Like I just want my, my Bass Burrito says the social worker in me can refer you to a wound care nurse. Nah, salute, King. But yeah, I used to have a weight a weight goal, but I don't anymore. I just have a body image goal, right? So I just want to feel and look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the things so now it's overtime. Now it's time to go overtime. Now it's time for me to just like kick it in. And it's really about discipline too. And so my goal now is, I've never had a six pack. Like I had a flat stomach before, but I've never had a six pack. And so I want to see what I could, what my body could do if I feed it the right things. You know what I'm saying? So meaning mentally, and then what I eat and all that stuff. I want to see between now and the end of the year, what I could do. And so yeah, so I'm going on a strict eating regimen. I'm going on a strict workout regimen. It's all about discipline. And honestly, I was listening, fast shout to my guy Stick, fast shout to my guy Giant. I was listening to Workout 2. So if y'all don't follow Stick, STIC on Instagram, he has the RBG Fit group. And if well, right, buddy was throwing that weight in the gym like Hulk. Nah, facts. Like I'm like I could definitely push, 760 easy. That was my max, but I'm looking, you know what I mean? That's different. That's different because I'm just strong naturally, you know what I'm saying? But I wanna use that strength to look away as well. You know what I'm saying? So my guy Stick got this album called Workout 2, and my guy Giant in the intro called Let's Go Champ. In the intro, he talks about how workout is like prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like working out is like prayer. You know what I'm saying? It's like blessing. It's like saying a prayer when you work out, when you push yourself. And the truth of the matter, and fast shout to my guy Heck Run Miles, because I remember he and I had this conversation a while ago where he was like, yo, you know what I realized? The same way you teach people how to manage money, that's the same way that's the same thing it takes to manage your weight. And when he said that to me, I was like, yo, you know what, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because Hit with Paris, what up, cuzzo? I'm like, yo, you're right, because at the end of the day, the same energy or the same disciplines, let's say, it takes to manage money, to make money, to be successful. Like everything, it's a routine, it's a science, right? Like making money is a science. Like, I don't care what nobody say. You could pray, you could wish, you could hope all you want. Faith without works is dead. There's a whole science to it. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't understand that science, right? If you don't understand the science, then nothing's gonna happen. Butter Beans, what up, Butter Beans? Cool. Good morning on YouTube. So it's like it's a science, right? So you could pray, you could talk, you could do all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's really about what work you're putting in. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, the discipline it takes to be successful. It takes discipline. Like all this weekend, I had a terrible migraine. Part of it was because I've been working overtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been working overtime, getting a lot of stuff out, working with clients, doing a lot, you know what I mean? Like, it's been busy, you know what I'm saying? It's been busy, and I'm excited about how busy it is. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's a science, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a science at the end of the day. Marchesa, good morning. And so I say all that to say is that I say, yo, why not? Right? Like I've created a new income goal for me, for myself between now and the end of the year. And so I say, if I'm going to create a level of discipline in my business, a new level of discipline, I'm talking about like, cause in order to get what you've never gotten, you have to do what you never did. Right. And so I can't keep operating my business the same way if I'm looking to exponentially grow my income. And so there's new things, new ways that I'm approaching my business. And so I'm like, yo, if I'm approaching my business in a new way, let me approach my eating and my working out regimen, in a new way. So so I say all that to say is that I'm definitely at that space. And so six pack by December, by the end of the year. And so part of why I'm even telling y'all this, I could have not said nothing to y'all, and really just did the journey myself. But I want to put some accountability. You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm telling y'all that my goal is to have a 6-pack by the end of the year. And I know, you know what I mean? I know y'all nosy. So I know y'all gonna be like, yo, what's up? Like, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember this is bad for you. I remember one time I was on a weight release journey, and I was talking about it, and I fell off the wagon. So like I was releasing weight, and then I released a lot of weight, right? And then I got back on the wagon, like I started eating again or whatever, and I started gaining weight again, right? So I remember seeing somebody on the train. I was living in New York at the time. I saw somebody on a train that followed me on social media. And they looked at me and it was like, yo, I thought you was losing, like just shouted me out. It was like, yo, I thought you was losing weight. So I said, man, you gotta, like, when you start putting yourself out there, and you start telling people stuff, they really gonna be into you, watching you and stuff. So yeah, so that's the only reason I'm putting it out there. So come December, inshallah. We want to see if, not even see, cause I've already committed. I've dedicated to it. Like I said, I got a strict eating regimen. I have a strict workout regimen. And so, 6-pack, you know what I'm saying? 6-pack by December. So I'm telling you, my goal, like I will not be wasting this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one knows what tomorrow holds. But as long as I have breath in my body, I will not You know what I'm saying? I will not be wasting this year on, like, come 2021 in God's will, come 2021, I'm going to be a totally new person. Like, everything, mindset, income level, body, everything. Like I'm definitely on that. We should start a challenge. You know, maybe we should start a challenge. But all right, let's start the show. For those who are, if it's your first time here, thank you. Welcome. We should do the mind right, body right challenge. I don't know. But salute to my guy Mel. I got my guy Mel's shirt on today called Flip and Weight. So we might do a flip my weight challenge. Maybe that'll be the better challenge. I mean, maybe mind right, body right, but maybe because he already got, he already got the challenges. So maybe we'll start the, you know what I'm saying, the flip my weight challenge. You know what I'm saying? Ash about to get right all the way. Not facts. Like, it's not like it's you know what I mean? I'm down for that challenge. So I'm gonna talk to my guy Mel, because my guy Mel. Actually, my guy Mel got the 6-pack already. So, you know what I'm saying? So why started, we gonna start the flip my weight challenge. So we gonna do that. We're gonna start the flip my weight challenge with my guy Mel Smith. So salute. Yeah, word Nikki, salute to my guy Mel in the building. So we gonna do that. I'm gonna talk to him today. And we're gonna do a flip my weight challenge. And the goal is to you know what I mean? Flip your weight. You know what I'm saying? Flip your weight. We're gonna flip your weight. So we're gonna do that. What up, training camp? What up, my G? My guy O in the building. Salute to my guy O. All right. So if it's your first time, welcome. If you are back, welcome back. As you know, the show. The show is broken down into 3 categories. We got number 1, inspirational word of the day. Number 2 is financial news, and then number 3, we answer any questions that you guys may have. And so I am going to start. So I was, again, I big up to my brother Stick. I'm gonna start with, with something I posted today, that says trust the universe, right? I'm gonna say this one time, honestly, and I ain't gonna say this no more, right? Please stay out of my DMs. Stay out of my DMs talking about God and the universe and all that stuff. I believe in God, right? I believe in God. I believe there's one God. I don't believe that there's different gods. I believe there's one God, right? But I also believe, right, so below as above, right? Meaning that if there's one God, I hate and no shot to nobody, right? Because if you listening and you might have been in my DMs talking about whatever, no disrespect, right? But here's people be in my comments and all that, saying, oh, trust God and do this, whatever. I believe in one God. There's only one God. One. That's it. There's no other gods. There's one God above, right? But everything else, though, every freaking thing else is made by God. No? Can there be one God? Can there be one God, right? Can there be one God and other things are created by other people? No. If there's one God, then everything, good, bad, evil, everything in this world, every blood clot thing, everything, right, is created by God. So if I say trust the universe, you don't got to tell me to trust God. Because God created the universe, no? God did not create the universe. So if I say trust in yourself, then I'm not saying trust God because God created me, no? Right? God, I know in every scripture, right? In every scripture, it says that you were created in the image and likeness of the Creator. No, I'm bugging. Maybe I'm bugging. Because every time I say trust God, people be like, trust Jesus Christ or in Jesus' name or, trust God or whatever. Like, anytime I mention the universe, anytime I say anything about the universe, people come at me. Some do it in my comments, right? Some do it in the DM. Some people hit me in the DM, right? But if I was created in the image and likeness of God, then everything is of God. Everything. There's no separation in that. Right? No separation. Like, so if I say trust in me, yeah, trust in me. I mean, if I trust in me, I'm not telling you to trust in me. I'm telling you to trust in you. Right? Because if you trust in you, then you're honoring God. That's what I think. I think if you trust in you and you manifest, because God gives us free will. That's why I said everything, right? Even evil, right? Was evil created by God? No, but God gives us free will, right? Like if you're a parent and you tell your kids they can do whatever, some of them are not gonna go in a direction that you want them to go, but you still love them. It might be hard for people to believe because we were taught that, God is vengeful, right? Like, that's what we were taught. We were taught, like, God is vengeful. If you do this, you're going to get punished. But God gives us free will. And so that's why, I always say that when you look at, the evil in the world, if we understood our power, we could overcome that. You know what I'm saying? And so everything, every single thing, there's not one thing in this earth, in this universe, that was not created by God. So if I say trust the universe, it's obvious. It's obvious I'm telling you to trust in something that God created. Like, please. I'm not saying this again. I ain't saying this again. Trust the universe. Right? And here's the other thing. And this is why that's today's inspirational word of the day, right? Trust the universe. Is because I don't care what you believe in. I don't care I don't care what you, the laws are the laws, right? There are laws, right? There are laws that govern the universe. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, the law of attraction is real, right? What you resist will persist. Big facts. And as you are, let me read this quote by my guy Stick, right? He says, I say yes to life, respect for life. It's my birthright, a successful life. Like plants, I absorb the light. Deep roots fed by the source of life. Flow with the course of life. Relax or resist, your choice in life. Let go, don't force to life. I let the universe support my life, right? And one of the things that I felt was powerful in that, right, is relax or resist is your choice in life. You got to trust the universe. You got to understand that, what you resist will persist. And so you rather resist things and allow those things to be prominent in your life, or do you rather relax? Do you rather relax and let the universe support your life? Right? Because we don't know, right? We don't know what tomorrow brings, but what we do know is today. And at the end of the day, you have power over today, right? You could control your mind. You could be disciplined. You could follow the laws of the universe and, allow the universe to guide you. And as you let the universe guide you, everything will work itself out. I promise you. I've been on both sides of the coins. Right? I've been on the side where I'm resisting and I'm pushing and I'm trying to, make everything work out the way I want it to work out. And it never really works out that way. And then I've been on the other side where I've, just relaxed, and I was just like, I'm just let God do what he do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the universe do what it does. You know what I'm saying? And so, I've been at that space where I just really just been, allowing God to flow, and everything always works out. All my worries, all the things that I was afraid of, all the things that I was fighting against just disappear. You know what I'm saying? Because I allow God, I allow the universe to just go, right? And what happens is, and I always liken it to this, is like a GPS system. If I put in a destination in my GPS system, if the GPS system says turn left, I'm turning left. If it tells me turn right, I'm turning right. Because, it knows, right? The GPS system knows everything what's out there already. And it knows the fastest way to get me to my destination. So I'm just allow it to guide me, and that's the way God works. You know what I'm saying? You could force, you could try to get to your destination by memory if you want, but if you got a GPS system that's guiding you, why not just let that GPS system guide you? And so that's what I do. I put the destination in, which is the what. I say, universe, this is what I want. Right? And then I let it guide me. I let it go. I let it guide me in whatever direction that it knows how to get me to my destination the fastest way. So, I love that, because I was actually listening to that as well, right? Last King on Earth says, let it flow like water. Water never has to force and fuss. It just flows without water. Be water, my friends. Right? What Bruce Lee said? If you, what is it? If you, be formless, be shapeless like water, right? Be formless, be shapeless like water. If you put water in a teapot, it becomes a teapot. If you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup, right? Water can either flow or crash. Be water, my friends. All right. Fashion out the cleaning for you, too, says Making Sense of Kanye is a great week. We're gonna talk about Kanye, but I actually have more copies of Making Sense of Kanye. So that's what I was saying. I got a bunch of books that I want to give away. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. I got 34 copies of Making Sense of Kanye that I want to give away. I got the 21-day Mind Right, Money Right challenge that I want to give away as well. So what I did was the 21 Mind Right, Money Right challenge. I changed the cover like 3 times, and so now this is the cover that I like, and I'm gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the cover that's on there now. But I also got a bunch of these books that have the old cover that I want to just give away. And so what I'm gonna do is probably tomorrow, because I don't have time now. So what I'll do is I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm going to put, and I got my baby girl, me and my baby girl, Taylor's Way, that I also want to give away. So let's see. I gotta figure out. I gotta figure out how to give them away. Because last time I have a large mailing list, and so last time I sent it out to my mailing list, and they were gone within an hour. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure, I got a lot of people on my mailing list, and so I don't want to do that. I gotta figure it out. Because I do want to do the 21-day Mind Right, Money Right challenge with everybody. So I'm gonna do that for free as well. Yeah, let me work on that. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I'll figure it out. Word. Salute. Yeah. I'm gonna do I have a 21-day challenge. And then there's videos, it's meditation and all that stuff. And so I'm going to I'll do that. Yeah, stay tuned tomorrow, because I gotta get my head together. All right. So let's talk about financial use. Speaking of Kanye, we're gonna talk about Kanye today. I want to get your thoughts on that. I love my brother. I'm a preference everything with. I love my brother Kanye. There's nothing he can do to make me not love my brother. I love my brother. Period. I love my brother. All right. Can't wait for the info so I can get one of those books. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna give y'all first dibs on it though. You know what I'm saying? I won't put it out yet. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all first dibs. All right. So NASDAQ. So year-to-date performance in financial news. Market year-to-date performance. NASDAQ is up year-to-date 17.6%. S&P 500 is down 0.19%. Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 6.54%. And that's for year to date. Gold is up 19.21%. 10-year Treasury is down 128 basis points. And then oil is down 33.72 basis points or percent. So companies that are accounting for roughly 25% of the S&P 500 will report its earnings this week. It'll show how some firms, including American Airlines, got crushed, while others, like tech companies like Microsoft, might have benefited from the shutdowns. COVID-19, let's see, a Florida rep said that the state's outbreak is totally out of control. LA's mayor said his city is on the brink of another stay-at-home order, while New York City is ready to open for phase 4, but with caveats. And Vermont has gone 30 days without a coronavirus-related death. Stock futures rise slightly as Wall Street tries to extend last week's gains. So stock futures rose slightly Sunday night as investors tried to build on last week's solid performance. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures traded 68 points higher. S&P 500 futures advanced about 0.2%, along with NASDAQ 100 futures. U.S. coronavirus deaths top 140,000 as world sets daily record in new cases. Over a 24-hour period, the world saw nearly 260,000 new coronavirus cases, a new record. Deaths were also on a rise, with 7,360 new fatalities reported Saturday, in the highest one-day increase since May. In other news, the $600 unemployment benefit is going to run out this week. And so the end is near for $600 federal lifeline for millions of unemployed Americans. Even though the economy is still far from recovered from the coronavirus pandemic, new layoffs are being announced regularly. The coronavirus relief program technically doesn't expire until July 31st, but this coming week will be the last for which benefits are paid, because payments are only provided for weeks ending on either Saturday or Sunday. So jobless Americans will still get state unemployment benefits, but the sunset of the Congress $600 enhancement, part of the $2 trillion economic aid package passed in March, will leave more than 25 million people thousands of dollars poorer each month, and it will expose more of the real pain of mass unemployment, just as many states are reimposing shutdowns. In other news, there is an online petition call for Trader Joe's to change its racist packaging. And so more than 1,700 people have signed a petition urging Trader Joe's to change the labeling of some of its international food products, calling the grocery chain's branding racist. The grocery chain labels some of its ethnic foods with modification of Joe that bellies a narrative of exoticism that perpetuates harmful stereotypes. The petition, which a California high school senior launched 2 weeks ago, reads, it cites Trader Ming's, the grocery chain label for the Chinese product, Arabian Joe for its Middle Eastern product, Trader Jose for its Mexican product. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. And a handful of others. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. They really, the reason why I'm laughing, because I don't, it's crazy. Sometimes people be thinking that it's cool, but they don't realize how insensitive that may be, right? So, Trader's Ming, excuse me, Trader's Ming, Arabian Joe, Trader Jose, like, I get it though. I get it. It might have been it might have been, oh man, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. The grocery store's chain, which first opened in Pasadena, California in 1967, said it has already been in the process of updating order labels and replacing any variation with the names Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is the latest in a line of companies to rebrand the products following a widespread protest over racial inequality sparked by the death of George Floyd. Last month, Quaker Oats announced that it was retiring the 130-year-old Aunt Jemima brand and logo, acknowledging that it was based on a racial stereotype. Uncle Ben's and Miss Butterworth's quickly followed. Man, that's crazy. In other news, the U.S. Loses two icons of the civil rights movement in one day. So two towering figures of the American civil rights movement died on Friday, a major loss for a nation still grappling with protests and demands for racial equality decades later. John Robert Lewis died at age 80 after a battle with cancer. Reverend Cordy Tidell, C.T. Vivian, died at the age of 95 of natural causes. They died a day before the birthday of the late Nelson Mandela, another renowned champion of racial equality. It was funny because I saw this. I saw that back in the day, they were actually both arrested on the same day and then died on the same day. Like, it was just one of those. Our ancestors was like, all right, we need to call. We need some more power in the ancestral power gene. You know what I'm saying? So they called to our ancestors back. All right, let's talk about Kanye West. So Kanye West, latest. All right, so Kanye West made his first official campaign rally, and it took place in Charleston, South Carolina on Sunday. And he had a lot of, he had a lot of eyes on him, right? And so the presidential hopeful who shaved 2020 into his head before the event, crashed and burned in yet another wild rant that included Harriet Tubman and tearful confession. During his rambling speech, his emotions swung between happy and sad, downright angry, and he spoke against abortion and the morning after pill, saying no plan B. There is a plan A, right? And let's see. He then admitted he tried to convince his now wife, Kim Kardashian, to abort their first child, Northwest, using the Plan B pill. He started to cry as he screamed, "I almost killed my daughter." Between tears, he said, if it had not been for the vision of God, he would not have allowed North to be murdered. The hip-hop billionaire also claimed his mother saved his life when his father wanted to abort him. There would be no Kanye West because my dad was too busy, he said. Elsewhere during the rally, Ye attempted to pontificate about Harriet Tubman and sputtered out an inaccurate historical fact about the famous abolitionist. And he said, and I quote, Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people, he said. Someone in the audience can be heard saying, "Come on, man," on faint chatter, ricochets across the audience. Tubman, who was born into slavery in 1822, ultimately helped free at least 770 enslaved people using a web of anti-slavery activists and safe house known as the Underground Railroad throughout the course of 13 different missions. Later, Ye threatened to end his relationship with Adidas and Gap unless they put him on the board. He urges his followers to stop watching porn and promised if elected, marijuana would be legal and free. All right, let's talk about it. Before I give my opinion, I want to give my opinion. Before I give my opinion, I would love to see what y'all think about that, man. Like I would love to see what y'all think. So what we got? What we got here? We got Makazo said, I had such an epiphany when it comes to him. I said all of this years ago about him. Yo, please enlighten us. Insurance and Style says it's a stunt. V Good Energy says cousin Kanye. That's my guy. So I'll be honest with you. Like I love my brother Kanye. I love Kanye. No unconditional love. There's nothing he could do to make me not love him. So I love Kanye. I'm gonna just tell y'all that first and foremost. That I love Kanye. I don't defend truth because truth is truth. You know what I'm saying? How we interpret truth and how we let our emotions blind us from truth, I think that's where we always get caught up. We always get caught up there. So I'll just leave it there. I found it freeing. So V Good Energy says, I found it freeing. Rico 2 Blue says, is Kanye for real running for president? That's dope if he is. He is running for president. Cleaning for You says, black people were never slaves. I don't think he said that. I don't think he said I don't think he said that black people were never slaves. He just said that slavery was a choice. There's a big difference between that, and we could talk about it. Thinks he's unmedicated again, so sad. Not for sure. I believe that as well. Listen, Kanye is art. Let's see. Spoiled Brat says, I'm silent on this. His principles are strong, and I love it. Number 1 tax. All right. Sir Cass says pause. I might have said something that was pause for me. I'm confused. LOL. I don't know what to even think about what he said. Kanye must be skipping meds. I do think that he is very talented, though. Fresh out to you. I believe there are mental issues. Yeah. I believe. So here's what I believe. Right. I believe that. I believe a couple of things. I believe that yes. Since the death of his mother, he's never been the same, and that's a fact. I mean, if you look at sort of like when he started to look crazy in the eyes of the public, his outbreaks and things of that nature that happened, shortly after his mother died. So that's number 1. Number 2. He said that that he was he was like involuntary put into like a psychiatric kind of ward where they do like electroshock, right? And so if you read up on like electroshock and all that stuff, it damages the brain permanently. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that the medicine, the electroshock sort of did something to him. I do believe that. But Kanye has never been wrong. Prove it to me. Somebody prove to me something that he said that was wrong. So wait, what did he work? What did they work after they were? So wait, where did they work after they were free? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna enlighten you a little bit. There's so much to unpack. I love his music, but he's clearly going through something due to how emotional he gets, and shouldn't be running for president. I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, his emotions are imbalanced at times. I don't think that. I mean, who am I to say I don't think that he should be in the public, right? I think he's necessary. I think Kanye is necessary. I just think that he's very emotional. And I think that if we got rid of the emotions, we would be able to see some of the stuff as well. I'm seriously concerned about his mental health. I love Yeezy, but Kanye is really dealing with a spiritual battle. Okay. Politics is not his lane. I agree with that. I agree politics is not his lane. He isn't the candidate for me. I will listen to his music, though. Salute. Medication dampens his energy. I have many friends who perform best unmedicated. Why do we think that the only way to be is compromise? Right. Let's have a discussion. Don't be silent. Yep, true. He changed right after his mom's death. His mother has been his best friend. How different is Kanye from Femme Creator? No shot, no punches. How different is Kanye from your current leader? Or the guy who currently occupies the government. Okay. They did shock Kanye. They did. So they did. Styles Lewis says he has the courage to put himself out there and speak. Most stay quiet and damn near allow all that is happening. That's what I respect about Kanye. That's why I love Kanye, because he's willing to put himself out there. But again, like I said, he's never been wrong. Please tell me something that he said that was wrong. Please, not that you didn't like how he said it. Please tell me something that he said that was wrong. Right? What do you mean he never been wrong? He said slavery was a choice. All right. Here's I'm gonna read you this quote. I'm gonna read you this quote. What was he said? The C. Where my ancestors. I'm gonna prove to you that he wasn't wrong. So please, as I say this, right? As I say this, please remove your emotions out of it. Y'all know my intentions, right? My intentions, I want to give it to y'all on both sides, right? So if you watched Black Panther, right? If you watch Black Panther, at the end, when they caught Eric Killmonger, when they caught him, right, and they said, "Yo, we're gonna put you, we're gonna capture you. We're not gonna kill you. We're gonna capture you," right? And this is a famous quote that everybody agreed with, right? He said, "Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships because they knew death was better than bondage." I'm gonna say it again, right? And please don't shoot the messenger, right? I just wanna give y'all this, right? It says, "Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from ships because they knew that death was better than bondage." So think about that. Think about that for a second. And just understand what choice means, right? Choice does not mean easy, right? Choice, right, does not mean easy. Choice just means that you have a choice. So, and I'm going to take away slavery for a second. All right, so Last King on Earth says death versus servitude is not a choice. I believe it is, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's interpretation. Right? Let's take slavery out of it for a second, because slavery becomes emotional, right? I think that, let's say for instance, somebody has a family to take care of, right? They have a family to take care of, and they believe something, right? They believe in something. Now, I get it. With love, that's really reaching. I get it. I get it. And I'm not defending whether slavery is a choice or not, right? But what I am saying is that if somebody has a family to take care of, and as they have a family to take care of, the only way they know how to make money is to work for somebody. They might not agree with the things that are happening, but they say, "Yo, I gotta go to work. And because they gotta go to work, they choose to have a 9 to 5. If they quit the 9 to 5, then possibly they can't take care of their family. And if they can't take care of their family, then they have to choose between working a place where they don't want to work or, having a 9 to 5, right? And so what I'm saying is, again, I'm not saying no, this all love. I need us, trust me, I need us to have this dialogue, right? We have to have this dialogue. And so when we say things like slavery is a choice, it makes it seem like it's saying that somebody could have chosen to say, "You know what? I don't feel like being a slave, so I'm not going to be a slave." I'm not saying that. But if you look at, you cannot compare. No, I'm not comparing it. I'm not comparing 9 to 5s to involuntary servitude. I'm not comparing it to that. I'm just trying to lighten it, right? I'm trying to lighten it because slavery, because I promise you, I am very aware of the atrocities that happened during slavery, right? So I'm not defending it, right? It says you are defending it, that slavery is a choice. What about those born into it? Die or slave. This is not a choice. Okay. Again, I'll leave it there. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I think that highly, if we're going to use our emotions as it relates to that, then we're not going to be able to see eye to eye. I do think, though, right? Me personally, I do think that we always have a choice. I personally believe that we do have a choice, right? Number one tax shop says people don't see death as honorable. So let me give y'all an example. So we might be at different spaces, right? Because as what Malcolm said, I think it was Malcolm or Martin said, if you're not gonna die for something, you won't stand for something. You know what I'm saying? And so I believe that death or servitude is a choice. I believe that. I believe we always have a choice. Whether you decide that death is not honorable, or you are not going to you're acting out death as a choice, then that's a different conversation, right? But I know, like today, 2020, right? No. So here's it depends on. So Modern Mogul XQ says, so sure, if you think suicide is a noble choice. So here's what I believe about that, right? I believe in 2020, right? In 2020, I believe that there are some things that me, Ash Cash, and I would die for, without blinking twice about it, right? Without blinking twice, there's things that I would die for. Like, there's principles, there's things that I stand on that I'm not budging. I don't care. And at the end of the day, I just feel like, some people could, you know what I mean? Like again, it's a touchy subject, so I'm not going to talk about suicide and death and slavery or whatever. I will say this, right? Hit with Paris says, people gave their life trying to free slaves. I'd rather die before falling for BS, right? And so, right? So, to that point, right? People, gave their life trying to free slaves, right? And so when I say death before servitude, it doesn't necessarily have to be suicide. It doesn't have to necessarily be killing yourself. But again, we'll leave it there because, again, I think that people. Master Money Mogul says, did they have a choice to get in the boat? Some people, again, I'm not going tit for tat, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we could dissect each part of, the slave trade. We could dissect each of it and say, oh, this was a choice, this wasn't a choice. And so I'll leave it there because I see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? I see where it's going, and I just believe that we always have choices in life. That's what I believe. Period. Whether the choices are acceptable or not, there's a difference, right? Whether the choices are acceptable or not, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And that's it. I think if we're not going to open up ourselves to just understand what it means to be choice, like what does choice mean, right? And if we open ourselves up to understand, all right, what does choice mean, then I think that's it. I think at the most highest level, right? So Bella 6 says, we have a choice to die or to be enslaved. That's all they had. But is it not a choice is what I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Is that not a choice? So would you have jumped off the boat then? Right. Absolutely. Without a doubt. And Andrew Bug says, so Ash, you would have jumped off the boat. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like I don't even need to blink to say that. I would have jumped off. There's no way. It's not happening. I would have, yes. Right? You gotta understand, like, I know my history. I know where my people come from. You know what I'm saying? We fighters. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to say, that's not to say that everybody should do that. Like, I'm not saying that, because even within slavery there were free slaves, right? So like, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. She Love Money says, I'm mad you can't even get the words out because you feel like you have to censor yourself. No, I'm not censoring myself. I said what I said. I think on the highest level, death or servitude is a choice. Period. That's it. That's my stance on it. That's it. So that's the most extreme level, and then everything in between is there's other choices that could be made within that. That's it. And so I'm not censoring myself. I'm being sensitive to people's feelings, right? Because there are people who are still, like, I know the atrocities that happen within slavery, and so I'm just being sensitive to people who have been enslaved, descendants of slaves, right? So like, I'm being sensitive to that. I don't want to be insensitive, right? I don't want my opinion. This is what I believe, right? I don't want my opinion and what's right for me in my life to sound like I'm saying this is factual. But if we go back to what the original conversation was, Kanye wasn't wrong when he said that. He wasn't wrong. Whether we accept it or not, he wasn't wrong when he said it, right? And then let me fast forward to what he said yesterday about Harriet Tubman. That Harriet Tubman never freed slaves. She just sent them to work for other white people, right? He's not wrong. He wasn't wrong, because after they were freed, at the time there wasn't a lot of black-owned businesses. And so when she freed them, they didn't own land, they didn't own stuff. And so a majority of freed slaves had to go work for somebody to eat, to survive. And so they wind up working for white people because they were the majority of people who owned businesses. That's a fact. That's not a lie. That's not he didn't make that up. He didn't make that up. But of course we a lot of we get triggered by a lot of the topics that he's talking about, and so I believe that's why we're like, oh my God. And I'm not, again, I'm not like, I do think that he has, I do think that his delivery is off. I think that he has an emotional imbalance at times. But I don't necessarily see times that he's been wrong. Whether we want to accept it or not, that's different. You know what I'm saying? And even when he had the rant about, owning and owning your own and, other, big conglomerates letting us in and all that stuff. He said that years ago. And everybody thought he was crazy. Everybody came down on him. Fast forward years later, everybody is pushing the same agenda. What do you, like when we talk about Black Lives Matter and racism and changing the system, is that not what is not what we're fighting for today? What Kanye said yesterday or years ago when he said, when he was like, Sway, you don't have the answer, Sway, and everybody joked on him because he was passionate. I'm asking, maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm bugging. But when Kanye was having a conversation, they're about to kick me out soon. And maybe I'll come back because this might be something that's necessary. You know what I'm saying? But the same thing that he talked about years ago when he went on that rant about how we gotta own the system and be in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like right now we are cutting off our options and vote. Not all had the choice to jump. They had to choose to be enslaved to be. All right, so yeah, they're about to cut me off, y'all. I think I'm gonna come back though. Which is that to choose death? I would have. That's okay. I'd rather take my chances with swimming. The slaves were all right. Yo, they're about to kick me out, so I'm gonna come back because I think this might be necessary. All right, but let me close this out on the other side, or maybe I'll come back on both. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna save this live and I'm gonna come back. Objectivity is difficult. We didn't live in those moments, so I think it's hard to speak on how they felt and what choices they had. It's a slippery slope, bro. I agree with you. about a choice. Haitians made a choice to not deal with it anymore. He does not know Harriet. So what the hell did Kanye want her to do after that? Is he insane? No, I don't think. You know, that's just ungratefulness. Do you believe you could have fought back? Is that the choice you believe we had? What did he want them to do? You get freed. I hate that when you save the live, they don't save the questions anymore, because that used to be dope. All right, I'm gonna restart this. All the truth is confrontational. Is that wordplay? Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Hold on, let me go, because they're about to kick me out. All right, y'all. Let me go. Because we having a serious conversation. I want to keep this on Facebook and all that stuff, but it's hard for me to look at both. So I'm gonna go back live so we can have this conversation. So if you are watching live right now, please go to Instagram. Go to IG TV. So at I am Ash Cash, so that we can finish this conversation. As always, thank you guys for rocking with me. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace.